Welcome to Courageous Conversations with Teresa W. Gamble, powered by Concierge Resource Professional Consultants.
Greetings and welcome, everybody. This is Teresa Gamble, the host of Courageous Conversations, based out of Houston, Texas, on Mixed Talk Media, where you can listen to it wherever you are. Today, our storytelling guest is Miss Sonjia Pelton Sams in Houston, Texas. She is the GLAM coach. That's what I advertised her as, but she is so much more. Welcome, Sonjia, for being on the show.
Thank you, Teresa, for having me. I am so excited about today. My name is Sonjia Pelton Sam, also known as the GLAM Coach, where I help you G, get up now, L, love yourself, A, affirm your belief, and M is some things that you can make happen right now in your life and in your business. So I'm excited to be here, Teresa.
Okay, see, I told you, we in it for a treat today. We're gonna talk about business life with Sonjia, but first of all, we want to hear her story. So, who is Sonjia? Who is the woman Sonjia?
The woman Sonjia, I'm a wife. I'm a mother of two. I have a boy and a girl. And I was blessed to also have two grandchildren, a boy and a girl, twins.
Wow.
So I think I'm blessed on both ends. Like, sometimes you hear people saying, I just wanted a boy, I just wanted a girl. I have the best of both on both ends. So I'm excited about that. I'm also an educator of Houston HISD, an art educator. So I love that. I always tell people, like, I have the best of both worlds all the way around, and I'm a coach, life and business. So I actually started off as just a life coach, right? And as I transitioned and my business grew, then people were wanting what I had to offer in my business. And they were like, how do you do that for yourself, or who does that for you? And I was doing it for myself. And so they were wanting those services also. And so I started offering those and helping small businesses grow in different areas, utilizing the tools that I used for myself. And so that's a little bit about who I am.
Wow. Now, I met you at my Message Matters conference in Jacksonville, Florida, with you and Lindsay Bivens.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun together. You had so much energy, very inspiring. And I started following you on social media, and I started following your personal health journey. Mm-hmm. So in your personal health journey, as you can see, and y'all will see on her flyer, Sonjia didn't have any hair on her head. And mostly when we see that, it's someone that either have cancer or they made that choice. So tell us, what is your story behind your triumph with cancer? Because you have done that.
Yes. And so I am a woman of faith. I'm a woman of God, right? And so I had a trial with cancer, right? I had a whole battle with cancer. I'm not going to say a trial. I had a whole battle with cancer, breast cancer. And so I can say when I first went into the doctor's office, my doctor and everybody was saying, I don't think it's anything wrong, but we do feel the lump that you feel and everything like that. But they were like, I think it's okay. They went ahead and said, we're going to go ahead and do the test. From those tests, they did see something, but they said, I don't think it's anything. From those tests, they did more tests, and it did end up being a really large mass, a really large tumor, and it was cancer. And so then I got my diagnosis. From there, we went into different treatments. Everything happened so fast. And so it was a little bit, so I met you. I had actually had my first test when I met you. I hadn't got my results back. And so I got those results back right after we came back from Florida, after I finished speaking in Florida.
Right.
And so I learned very quickly that the thing I was teaching people was vision. So at that time, it was a lot of life coaching, and it was about vision for your life. But it was also, I'm the GLAM coach, but I tell people it's not about your outside appearance so much as it is what you built up on the inside, right? So what's encouraging you, the God that you have on the inside, that you're shining the light to other people. So that was my message, right? And even in coaching people and they were down, that's my message. And so it's easy to say when you have all your hair, right, and you're looking good and your nails are cute, and it's easy to say. But then in that transition, I could no longer wear nails. I couldn't wear toenail polish. All my hair fell out. My skin turned dark. And then it was like, oh, wow. So that message and that light still had to shine through. But it was because I was built up and because I was encouraging myself in the Lord before things happen. And so I tell people before the storm happens, you know, I live here in Houston. Some people live in Florida. This probably watching this, Louisiana, around where's hurricanes, right? And before the storm happens, they tell you to have your packages ready, right? Have your documents ready. Everything needs to be in order, just in case the storm hits. The storm might hit, it might not. But if you're ready to go, you won't have a hard transition if the storm hits to get everything together. And so I was blessed enough that everything I was teaching, or what people say preaching to people, I was actually following. And so people was like, you didn't just follow for it. I had moments I cried, right? I had moments I felt like I wanted to file a report, and I had to remember to encourage myself, like I taught other people. Because there's some things where everybody can encourage you, people can say things around you, but it's other things where it's just you and the Lord, and you have to be built up on the inside, right? And so I had this nice vision board, and everything was around it. And sometimes your vision changes, things change, you know?
Right.
And so people, if you have on a sports car on your vision board, at one point, and you have triplets, you don't want the sports car, right? You need a minivan. And so life can happen, and changes can happen just that quick in your life.
Right.
And you have to be willing to transition, right, with the changes, but not exactly fall apart. Do you have down moments? Yes, but you have to not be able to fall apart. And some beautiful things were built out of that time, out of that trial. So I'm excited today to be cancer free. I'm still going through, and I'm still having, I still have my port, I still have other treatments, you know, things that I'm taking, but technically right now I'm cancer free. And so I thank God for that. I still have trials. My body still hurts sometimes because I had extreme treatments. I had chemo, surgery, radiation, and chemo again. Wow. And then I'm still just having like my, you know, my port flushes and little things like that. But overall, I can say God is good. And I'm just praying that people get a blessing out of this testimony, and that it helps other people.
Wow. Well, listeners, y'all can't see Sonjia, but she does not look like the woman on that flyer. She is beautiful, and she has hair, nice curly hair. Look, so I am so proud of you, Sonjia, of overcoming that journey. And we just don't know, when we see people on the outside, and we had look one way, we don't know what enemies they're battling in secret that y'all can't see. So I kudos to you, Sonjia, and I am glad that you are still here with us, because this woman is a box of brilliance when it comes to business. So after I met Sonjia at my Message Matters conference, and we have been collaborating back and forth, and we've been on some platforms together. She started this Facebook group. I think it was Savvy. Let me get the name.
Savvy Budget Business Owners.
Yeah, Savvy Budget Business Owners. Even the name just drew me. I'm like, okay, now what's this all about? So I was in the group just watching. Sonjia was just posting. And when I tell you, she was dropping plethora of nuggets for small business owners, just for the logistical things we have to do to manage. So tell us about this Facebook group and the services and programs that you offer for our listeners to be able to connect with you socially, virtually, and even purchasing and your products.
So Savvy Budget Business Owners is now Business Basics Club, the Business Basics Club. And so I actually have Michelle Williams with me, and B. Michelle. We all have different specialties. We also have the Basic Business Club every Wednesday on Clubhouse. So if you guys are on Clubhouse, follow us on Clubhouse. And it's a small Clubhouse right now, which is great because people come in and actually get coaching on the spot.
Wow.
We drop a lot of nuggets right there for you. You can come up, you can ask us for help, and we give you the help. So it's amazing right now. So I would definitely recommend you join. Also, what we do, so you might not see a whole lot of videos within there. And sometimes we might see videos that we love. If you see something you love, you drop it in the group. If we see a discount or a free service or something that you can use, we drop those links in the group for you, right? So when we learn something, you learn something also. That's really the reason for this club, right? If you have something, you say, oh, this offer is amazing, drop it in the club, right? And so it is the Basic Business Club, and it's for basic business owners, small businesses, right, to help you grow and not come out of your pocket with bukus of money, right? So that you can really see your return on your investment. into your business. And so that's why we actually started that club. We changed things up. So now I have 3 people in because they have knowledge in areas that I don't. And so sometimes collaboration is great, is the key to success.
I'm glad you brought that up about collaborations, because many people have this myth that entrepreneurship is that you walk it and you do it alone. You have to have a tribe. You may not, but you, just like you said, it's certain expertise you don't have, it's certain expertise I don't have. But when we come together, we make an impact. So tell me, I know you do the vision board, but you got these journals and these workbooks. I'm telling y'all need to check Sonjia out. And when she told me the story on our pre-interview about how she was in the hospital bed, still working, doing her business, tell our listeners about this vision board workbook that you have so astutely put together, and it's on Etsy.
Yes, so I do have vision boarding is actually something now I do as life coaching, part of my life coaching, right? So we can kind of go through kind of like puzzle pieces and put together what you're trying to really accomplish in your life. The biggest time for that is normally November, December, January, and February, right? But the transition really happened when the cancer happened, right? And my coach, Connie Stewart, I was like, people want what I have. And she was like, give it to them. And so from there, the business services were really born. So I help people if they want to learn how to do graphics, amazing graphics, right? So I help them go in and learn the graphic process, one-on-one coaching with that, easy graphics. And so whether it's graphics you want to learn for social media, or whether it's building workbooks, journals, opt-ins, worksheets, and things like that, I teach those classes one-on-one. So those are amazing. Also, my Etsy store, Vision Board Boutique, is not just about vision boarding. It's about your vision, right? And so I have workbooks for your life, workbooks for your business. I have Launch Your Business, right? From A to Z, amazing workbooks, walks you through the steps of business, launching it from A to Z, the things that you need, plus cut out pieces to make a productivity board, right? Project management. Like, how am I going to accomplish this, and you put it on the board and you lay out the steps. And so I have over 100 pieces, 91 pieces are listed in Etsy, right? Just to help you grow. So whether it's your life or whether it's your business, I have amazing, beautiful pieces. So when you put that vision board up there, I tell people, you don't want your $1 million dream on a piece of poster board, right? I teach people how to go in, put it on an amazing, nice corkboard, something that you'll want to see in your house or in your office or at work, and really see your vision all the time laid out before you. Writing your vision, making it plain, and laying it out before you so that you can see it. Another amazing piece is you can pin it on and take it off. As you accomplish those amazing pieces and goals in your life, you take them off, you can put it in a little trinket box, see what the Lord has done for you, and replace it with new goals. So your goal setting, right? And so it's not just your average vision board. So whether it's life or business, it's not just your average vision board. It's really helping you go in and goal set and accomplish those things. And then I offer really helping you sit down. If you want your own workbooks, if you want your own journals, if you want your own planners, and you want them amazing, right? I have some done for you projects. Done for you, we go in, we just customize them just to fit your brand. So I have a vision coach certification. It comes with the workbook and the journal. So for people who don't have merch to sell, you don't have any merchandise, you're just going speaking, we help you build those tools that you need to bring in that extra income. Also helping you build your online store. So if you want digital products, we can do digital products, and we can help you publish these workbooks if you want to be on Amazon and have published product and become an author. So we help you do that with those also. So it's turned into something totally amazing. I have coaches. My goal is to get 100 vision coaches in the process. Now I have a lot of people who I've probably helped well over 100 people produce their own tools.
Wow.
Within those 100 people, some of those people have produced 2, 3, 4 projects. One lady has produced 8 projects under me. And so we have amazing resources, things for you to do, things for you to sell. Great for nonprofits. You want something to sell, make a little money, then you can have your journals or your workbooks, things like that in digital or in hardback. So, hey, come over. If you just want to do something for yourself, you say, hey, I've always wanted to be an author. A workbook sometimes is an easy way for you to write. Oh, you can't see it, like I'm holding it up, but a workbook is sometimes an easy way for you to become that author without writing a whole lot, right? just thinking and helping other people. So
that's awesome. Okay, she got me over here. I'm over here taking notes. I'm like, okay, because I'm already talking about I want a journal, I want this. I said, okay, so now I know who to go to now to help me get that journal going. So with the pandemic we have been dealing with last year, and we came, was trying to reopen safely in our new normal. Now we're threatened with the Delta variant, and it's a possibility we may be back on shutdown.
right.
How and what can the Business Basic Club or the GLAM coach, what nuggets and tips and tricks do you have for business owners to stay relevant if they was to go in a shutdown right now?
I would say definitely utilize your social media. Definitely utilize these podcasts. Definitely utilize live streaming, right? Ways where you can stay out there and stay relevant. Online is big. So things like opt-ins, I do help people create great, amazing opt-ins, checklists, things like that to draw people over to your email list, right? So that way you have a way to straight keep in touch with these people, because I know we're so used to going out. We love gathering together, but it's not as safe as it used to be. So keeping your online presence really up and going is a great way to keep in touch with your people, right? Starting Facebook groups. Right? A way to have a group, a way where you can talk and connect with people. Places like Clubhouse, where you can actually hear people's voices in real time. Utilize all of these things because they are amazing. Matter of fact, technology is the wave of the future, right? We see churches that survived. We see churches that grew. People left their old churches because they couldn't hear their pastor and went with some new ones, people that was willing to make the commitment, right? They might have started off with the, the phone church where people do the dial-in line. Yeah. They got tired of that and they went to somebody who they could see their face on social media.
Right.
Right. And then the next thing is they got with people who they connect with that could maybe do a Zoom meet on Wednesday night so they can have those Bible studies and really talk to people. And so the connection is the key, right? Collaboration is the key. I think sticking together in this time of need, having people that you can talk to, that's the key, whether it's life or whether it's business. I think staying social and social media is definitely the way.
That's awesome. So with those business owners who are not technical savvy or social media savvy, what resources, because I know you have the Business Basic Club, and I'm telling everybody you need to follow her on the Facebook group because she drops a lot of stuff. And if this is a challenge for them, what do you recommend for them to get that support system to keep them relevant, and how soon they need to have these things in place before the shutdown happens?
They need to have these things in place now. I do have one-on-one coaching that's just for like social media. That's like small business startup. So if you just want to learn about social media, I just helped the lady. We built, she took the graphics class. So we built her social media banner. We built her some graphics for her social media. I taught her how to build her own little graphics. We talked about how to post to the social medias, how to set it up, how to post all at one time. Just, the easy way to transition and to really get started kind of on social media, right? So that would be your first step. Your next step would be just learning how to go live, right? How to click the button, how to go live. And it's great because right now you can really use your cell phone. I have like a stand that's about $21, $27. You can prop that cell phone up and you can go live within those certain areas. Your next one would be kind of streaming and out into every place at one time. So it's different levels to it, but just get started with something, right? Maybe you need your coach, maybe you need one-on-one. If not, if you're savvy enough to go to YouTube, I tell people YouTube University, they can teach you a whole lot. Now I'm a one-on-one person, so a lot of times I'm gonna give me a one-on-one coach for some things. But YouTube University, if you don't have the funds, is all in. These Facebook groups. Look at different Facebook groups. If you don't know how to get in groups, you need a coaching session for somebody to teach you how to get into these groups. Ask questions within these groups. These coaches and things are willing to help you, especially in times like a pandemic. Sometimes they don't have nothing else to do. We're here to help you. God gave us gifts to help you. People dropping nuggets on Clubhouse. People dropping free nuggets all the time because it's a new platform. Utilize this. And I'm talking about pay for nuggets, stuff that people pay them for. They're dropping it for free. Wow. You got to utilize all the resources that God has given you, right? And so it's ways to even get businesses started for little to no cost, right? Whether it's a digital business, whether it's a drop shipping business, it's no excuse to have you some extra income. We talk about 7 streams of income. It's ways to have those streams of income. Everybody might not get $1 million off of the income. Everybody might not make 6 figures. So I hate to hear people always trying to tell people, you're going to make 6 figures in 6 months, right? But I can say this, you won't go hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you always have something to eat, because you might have t-shirts selling over here this month. You might have a little digital product selling over here this month. You might have a little online course dripping and it's making sales. And so it's possible to have these streams of income that's always flowing and always coming through.
So that is good to know, Sonjia. So with service-based businesses, I know you speak a lot about social media and creating digital products, because they took a big hit during the pandemic, mostly in the financial industry, consulting, some coaches who's used to that face-to-face interaction. In our last 5 minutes of the broadcast, what tips and things that you can share for service-based businesses? You touched on churches, which is huge. Nonprofits, and possibility how they can connect with Sonjia if they want that one-on-one, that special GLAM coach touch. How can they reach you? But let's talk about how can we give some tools for our service-based entrepreneurs.
So I am from service-based. A long time ago, I was a beautician. So service-based businesses, they can be rather hard. So let's think about, I know some beauticians that had to pivot. So let's say I can't put my hands on your head physically, right? Then maybe I have to come up with a little product that I can sell, right? And then maybe I'm teaching you, hey, until I get to you, this is how you can do your hair. This is how to finger coil it. Hey, this is how to do a simple process on your hair. So it might, and you always reminding them, it's not what the beautician can do to you, because you want to bring them back to you. But these are things and these are tips that you can do at home until you can get to me, right? So that your hair won't fall apart or that your skin won't fall apart, right? Dressing tips. So if I used to sell online, maybe I give you tips of how to dress things up if I was actually dressing a person, right? And then I have an online boutique. So I move all my clothes that people could come in and touch and feel to an online boutique. But maybe then I'm holding them up online. I'm holding up tickets. I see that a lot. And so they can buy the jewelry or they can buy your boutique garments or whatever you have to offer. Food-based businesses, that's kind of, they have now with delivery. Hey, I will deliver it to you. So I have this, and yes, you could come get it, or you can call and dial in, or we'll have it ready. So you have to be willing to pivot, but have those things in order now. Right now is the time to get all those in order, because I don't know how much time we have before we shut down again.
Exactly. That's good. That's good. So how can our listeners and our viewers connect with Sonjia? Because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Y'all got to get in that Facebook group. You need to connect with Sonjia, because I sure am. As soon as I am ready for my workbook and my journal and some other things I'm working on, how can they connect with you, Sonjia?
So you can always connect with me at www.theglamcoach.com, and you can book you a free consult, 15 minutes. You can always call me at 1-844-888-GLAM, 1-844-4526. That's 1-844-888-GLAM. You can always call that line and connect with me. Inbox me, DM me. I'm willing to answer. Your girl is going to get with you. Inbox me, say, hey, I need help. I need this coaching. My coaching packages are like none other. What's good about it is I saw people go in and they got coached and they came out with nothing. And so now what I do is we come out with something, especially if it's business coaching and you need help with social media. We're going to build some stuff on the spot. I'm going to tell you to go back on the back end. We're going to handle it and get it done. So a lot of my coaching stuff is we getting the work done in the process. So that's the good thing about it. You're not coming out empty handed. So you can always reach me. Make sure you get in touch with me. I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to help you. And I am Sonjia Pelton Sam, also known as the GLAM Coach, where I help you get up now. A, love yourself. A, affirm your belief and believe it. It's some things that you can make happen right now in your life and in your business with God by your side. Thank you, Teresa.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Sonjia, for being on the show today. I have learned a little bit more about Sonjia. I knew she was moving and shaking, but she got a lot going on. Service-based businesses, she has some tips for us. So make sure you do your work and write down your steps that you're doing for operating procedures. So if you got to get a team, virtually to help you make it happen, then you'll be able to do that. So again, thank you, Sonjia Pelham Sams, the GLAM coach, based out of Houston, Texas, but you can contact and she'll work with you from wherever you are. You've been listening to Courageous Conversations. Stay tuned, stay connected, and stay safe.
You've been listening to Courageous Conversations with Teresa W. Gamble. Courageous Conversations is powered by Concierge Resource Professional Consultants. Would you like to be a guest and have your stories, lessons, and best practices be captured in our audio encyclopedia? We're currently reviewing applications for future guests to join us, and we're especially interested in creating space for long-standing or multi-generational Black-owned businesses. For more information and to be considered, please email info@crpcnow.com to request an application. And remember, do not get weary in well-doing. You shall reap if you faint not. Galatians chapter 6, verse 9.